Hey, it's me, Andrea Neal, your college strategy coach. So, today I'm going to talk about the phrase just go to community college. This phrase annoys me, and not because I don't think people should go to community college. I love community colleges. I think that a lot of people overlook them. They have a negative stereotype, but I think honestly that's the best route for a lot of students, whether you're an adult, a graduating high school student, continuing education, just need to sharpen your skills on something. I think community colleges are amazing for so many different reasons, for so many different people. I recently completed a free course at a local community college this past semester. So by no means am I saying do not go to community college. I just don't like the phrase just go to community college. Oh, just take your basics. Oh, it's cheaper because I'm in the business of educating people. And when I say business, not necessarily for profit, but I'm in the business of educating people on how to successfully navigate through college. And I just feel as though those one off statements aren't really helping people. So I'm going to talk about it and delve a little bit more into each one. So people say just go to community college, it costs less. Well, theoretically, yes, community college does cost less than a traditional 4-year institution. However, if you do not prepare properly or if there's some information that you don't know, yes, it still may be cheaper. Your errors may still be cheaper than going to a 4-year institution, but you still wasted or overspent on trying to go to a 2-year college. And some of the things that people may not consider when selecting a 2-year college is, for example, just go get your basics. That's amazing. I think people should go to college to get their basics. However, majority of the families that I work with, their student has to take a remedial course. That remedial course is typically math, and or a writing course because they did not meet the minimum requirement for the college that they want to attend to take the college course on their standardized test, their GPA, or the letter grade that they have earned within that course. And so, yes, you have to take, and a lot of people don't know, you have to take that remedial course and pass it, and then take the college level course and pass it in order for that math or English or science course to then transfer as a math credit English course to the 4-year institution. And so, at the very first college that I worked at, a lot of students came from a 2-year institution with a remedial math course, and they're like, I don't understand why I have to retake remedial math when I already took it at my previous institution. Remedial courses almost always do not transfer. In the rare event that they will transfer is usually because that 2-year institution has a agreement with that 4-year institution to take those remedial courses. However, that is like less than 1% of colleges that's out here. It's very rare. I'm not saying it's impossible, it's just very rare. And so you need to research that prior to making the decision to go to a 2-year or assuming that all of your courses are going to transfer. And so you would have paid for a remedial course at a 2-year institution and then going to a 4-year institution to retake that remedial course. So you really didn't save any money. You paid for two remedial courses. And also, the passing grade for any course, whether it's remedial or a college level course. Let's say that the 2-year college says, oh, a successful completion is earning a C. Well, the transfer institution may say, no, you have to earn a B in your basic courses in order for it to transfer. So again, that's something that you need to look into if you're going to a 2-year college with, or really transferring to any school, whether it's a 2-year to a 4-year or 4-year to 4-year institution. Something else that you may want to consider is some colleges do not take higher level coursework from other institutions. And so if you go and you take a like an organic chemistry class or a calculus course, whether it's at a 2-year institution or 4, and you go to another college, they may not take that coursework. I'm not saying I agree with that. I feel as though if you successfully pass and it's equivalent, it should transfer. But I understand that some colleges do that because they want to make sure that you are proficient by their standard to matriculate through their coursework. Again, not saying I agree with it, just explaining it. Let's see, we discussed the basics, remedial courses. Also, if you watched any of my previous videos, if you've been in one of my workshops, I always tell students, families to look at the degree plan before, when you select your major. The degree plan, and always keep a copy of it in the event that the school changes it. You're going to be grandfathered into whatever degree plan, unless it's accreditation or licensure standard that you started with. And so, the degree plan, for example, if your goal is I'm going to take my basics at a 2 year college and then transfer to this 4 year, what does that degree plan consider basics? Right? Because they may say you must take a college algebra course at their institution, right? And college algebra is a pretty basic course, but you just need to have all the information before you decide on what path you want to take, if possible, because life happens. You can't always know how to navigate past obstacles. Also, if taking basics at a 2 year college is your plan, kudos. But see how your coursework, your plan relates to the 4 year plan that you have. So, for example, if you're a nursing major, like some nursing programs only take admit people into their nursing program in the spring. So that's not to say you can't go to a 2 year college and get the basics. It's just that's something that you need to keep in mind to make sure that you are um, following the path or plan that you have in your mind. So, for example, if you're like, oh, I want to go 4 to 5 years to get my degree, cool, but make sure that whatever path that you're choosing to take, whatever courses you're choosing to take, that you are doing that in sequence so you can ensure that you meet that goal. And the degree plan is the best way to look to check that. So one thing that when I hear people say just go to community college, most of the people that I hear say this attended a 4 year college. Their profession requires that they have a 4 year degree, and they have benefited from attending a 4 year college as it relates to your social network. And I'll do another video on social networking, how to create that and navigate through with the benefits of it, how to get a job. I'll do another video on that. However, I'm just going to briefly discuss it here. So whether you attend a 2 year college or 4 year college, you should be networking. You should be networking with other people who are in your field, whether it be your professors, your colleagues, people who work in the department, etc. So you should be networking, making relations, building relationships with those people, regardless of what college you choose to go to. Social organizations. Some 2 year colleges don't have a lot of social groups. I'd say they don't have any. They just may not have the similar ones that are like your Greek organizations, and not just your NPAC, your Delta, your Omega, but just other Greek organizations like your educational societies, your honor societies. They may not have chapters of those at your particular 2 year college. If that's something that you want on your resume, something as part of your college career, also look at that. That's not to say that once you get to the 4 year college, you can't obtain that, but just know that you may not be eligible for that position or that organization while you're at your 2 year institution. And when you transfer, keep in contact with the people who you met at your 2 year institution. For example, I went to two 4 year colleges. So I went to Henderson State University, which is a 4 year public school. And then I transferred to the University of Arkansas at Little Rock, which is also a 4 year state school. And I lost contact with a lot of people at Henderson State, because, and which I spent 2 years at, then went to UALR and spent 2 years there. And luckily, the people that I kept in contact with, they were able to assist me with when I transferred to go to attend school in Dallas for my second bachelor's degree. But still, make sure that you're keeping in contact with people. With the age of social media, email, whatnot, it should be easier to keep up with people. But just keep that in mind. If you have any questions, please drop them below in the comment box. Or most people know how to get in contact with me on social media. But Buchanan Foundation is a nonprofit page. You can inbox the social media pages, or or you can drop your comments below. But anyway, thank you for your time and look forward to speaking with you again in a different video. Please subscribe, like, and share. Thank you.